Hey, good morning, everybody. Pastor Zach here. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. A day late as we gather together here in and around in this community, sharing far and wide as we live into this promise and this hope. I had a crazy morning yesterday, full of some great stuff. Got to take some youth to in the city, in the Reading city area for a local mission trip, and then I had to go sit with a member who had just lost her husband. So it was, excuse me, a very emotional day, and so I didn't get to join in this community yesterday. So for that, I apologize. And as I went through the day and thinking into this morning, my question often falls to what unites us. This past Sunday, I preached on multiple parables. Jesus hits, 4 or 5 parables that are very short, all in a row, and talks about, the importance of them all. And what struck me was this notion of FIFA and the World Cup that finished up last Sunday, a week ago Sunday. But if you notice on their sleeve, one of the patches says "Football unites the world." And I was struck by that, and that's part of the sermon, so go check that out. But it's amazing to me so often that we look for what separates, what divides. How are we different? How can I say I am not like this person and that makes me better, or this or that or the other? And yet, how rare is it that we talk about what unites us? The Bible talks about that the rain falls on the just and the unjust alike, and there is this notion of connection and of community. Even Jesus, talks about not nation building. He talks about making disciples of all nations, of everyone, offering that, reaching out, connecting, finding those opportunities that unite us. The letters of Paul in the New Testament talk about what unite us. Even the prophets of the Old Testament talk about this uniting back to God, this reconnecting with what connects rather than what divides. And so often I feel like what we hear in our world today is what divides us. How are we separated? Who do we listen to? What political party we affiliate with? Where do we go to church? What is this? What is that? How are we unite? How are we divided? And so instead of that, this week, for the rest of this week, I encourage you and I want to challenge you to see what unites us. Is it the love of coffee? Is it the love of running? Is it the love of trying new things? It is the love of comfort of what you have. What is it that unites us? What are opportunities that all of us have to find ways forward? To see something in someone that we may not have realized because we were so focused on trying to see what separates us rather than what connects us. And the more we are able to do that, the more we are able to engage with that, the more impactful and the closer of a relationship we can have with someone else. I have to find the book. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think I know what it is, but I don't want to misquote it or to the author. But there's the story about this gentleman who has 228 KKK hoods and robes. And first, when you read that, you're like, wow, what, history of Klansmen, or when you get to know the gentleman, African-American man, who they were all gifts from people who were in the KKK and who left it after having conversations with him. And his basic question, if I'm remembering it right, was, how can you hate someone you don't know? how often are we so quick to divide because we don't know someone? It's easy to divide when we don't know someone, when we don't know their life story, when we don't understand what they've gone through. And Jesus does this so often where, the disciples or someone will say, this person isn't worthy. We shouldn't, go near them. And Jesus shows up and connects. And we all have that opportunity, all of us, to connect, to engage, to have conversation, and to live into this world differently by finding what unites us. So I encourage you and I challenge you to do that this week and share in those opportunities. Thank you all so much for spending some time with me today, a day late, or whenever you find this. I encourage you, share this with someone you know, with someone you like, with someone you don't like. Ask the question. Find what unites us as we move forward in this world together. I invite you to join us for worship at 8:15 and 9:30 here on Sunday morning or online as we share in our calling to serve and to engage the world together. Take care, everybody. God bless. Have a great rest of your week. We'll talk soon.